Is crypto bad for the environment? So yes and no. So right now, the way crypto works is it requires a lot of energy for the calculations to happen for cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies basically work primarily on what's called proof of work, which is just a fancy way of saying that it uses cryptography, aka solving very, very intense puzzles with computers to basically make the whole system work. And that proof of work system just requires a massive amount of energy to solve those, or computing power, I should say, to solve those puzzles. So just to put it in perspective, the cryptocurrency market right now requires about the power alone of the entire country of Thailand. So there's a lot of power being needed by cryptocurrencies. So that being said, though, yeah, right now the way it looks is it is bad for the environment just from how much energy that it uses, so from carbon emissions and things to power that energy. But that being said, the production of energy in, whether coal's burned, any of these things that produce energy, a lot of that energy is wasted. So I forget the exact percentage, but like something like 76% or 75% of that energy just goes because we don't have really good ways to store energy. And so what a lot of Bitcoin miners and things are doing are piggybacking off that wasted energy. So therefore, they're not necessarily adding to the energy consumption. They're basically just creating a more efficient way to actually use that energy. So in that way, it's actually becoming kind of a net neutral in terms of energy efficiency, which obviously we got a ways to go to get there. But also, a lot of cryptocurrencies are moving to what's called proof of stake instead of proof of work, which, for example, Ethereum 2.0 is supposed to be 99.9% energy efficient. So a lot of basically the calculations are being switched to a proof of stake. There's definitely arguments on which is better between proof of work, proof of stake. But for the environmental purposes, proof of stake is looking like it's going to be more energy efficient. That being said, it may have its own problems and things like that. But, in the long term, there's a lot of things being done to make sure that cryptocurrency is a net neutral or even a net positive long term for the environmental impact. But for the time being, yeah, it's not the best for the environment, but it's getting there.